I've watched basketball since the early 2000s and witnessed countless phenoms, but what Victor Wembanyama is doing defensively as a 7'4" rookie, it is unheard of. This French giant isn't just living up to the hype, he's destroying it. Forget a generational talent, he's a defensive nightmare. San Antonio hasn't seen this much buzz since Tim Duncan roamed the paint. And because of that, their season tickets, gone. National spotlight, they're back up there. But it's Wembanyama's defensive transformation that's truly catching our eyes. The dude's rapid improvement is something that I've never seen. Analysts are scrambling for words to describe him.
He has a combination of things that we have never seen. 7'5", high release point, elevation on his jump shot, quickness, footwork, all of the things that you put into it. That's the scariest thing that we've ever seen.
And fans are also left speechless. This kid's truly a game changer on both ends. Remember, this is a rookie we're talking about. A rookie who just months ago was struggling in the summer league. Now, he's locking down NBA-level talent. His defensive IQ is off the charts, and his instincts are otherworldly. So those LeBron comparisons as a rookie, that's now considered cute. Because Wembanyama's on his own path, a path paved with defensive dominance unlike anything we've ever seen. It's time for Rudy Gobert and Giannis to move over, because the NBA just witnessed the arrival of the newest defensive monster from Europe. Victor wasn't exactly a defensive liability before, but there were question marks. But lately, they're quickly disappearing. Like, has the league ever seen anything like this? Not even close. Trust me, you'll see why. Victor Wembanyama has already made a significant impact in the NBA with his defensive capabilities in just a small sample size of under 50 games so far. His average of 3.4 blocks per game leads the league, and he also contributes 1.3 steals per game. These statistics are not only impressive for a rookie, but also places him among the top defenders in the league. If we compare him to a guy like Rudy Gobert, who is arguably the best defensive anchor in the league this season, a defensive stalwart, and a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year winner, boasts a similar opponent shooting percentage at the rim at 52%. As a rookie, Wembanyama's ability to disrupt shots near the basket is unmatched by anyone else. Wembanyama's defensive impact so far is truly special, even when considering past NBA history. While legends like Hakeem the Dream and the Admiral boast impressive career defensive stats throughout their lengthy career, Wembanyama's unique ability to excel in both blocks and steals stands out, especially in the current NBA landscape. It's true that the game was more physical in those eras in the 90s, with less spacing and centers glued to the paint. This undoubtedly presented more shot-blocking opportunities and definitely helped achieve a higher number. However, dismissing Wembanyama's achievements so far based solely on historical comparisons overlooks the evolution of the game. Today's NBA demands versatility and mobility from big men, requiring them to be able to defend the perimeter and contain shifty guards. In other words, Wembanyama's ability to rack up blocks and steals while adapting to the modern game may be more difficult and is nothing short of spectacular. Beyond the box score, advanced analytics show a clear picture of Wembanyama's defensive dominance. His 6th place ranking in defensive estimated plus-minus, or DEPM, highlights his elite defensive impact, extending far beyond blocks to influencing opponents' shot selection and overall offensive strategy. But numbers only tell us a small part of the story. Wembanyama's defensive prowess comes alive through plays that showcase his ability to swat away shots, disrupt offensive flows, and single-handedly alter the game's momentum. Let's look into a few examples that highlights his on-court impact. Recently, on February 12, 2024, Victor Wembanyama further cemented his status as a potential generational talent. His triple-double against the Toronto Raptors, featuring 27 points, 14 rebounds, and a remarkable 10 blocks, highlighted his unique blend of offensive and defensive talent. This performance is even more impressive because of its rarity, since we most often see players get a triple-double with the combination of points, rebounds, and assists. And besides Wemby, only 2 other players in the history have recorded similar stat lines of at least 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 10 blocks in the past 40 years. And can you guess who those players are? Well, it's this guy, and also this guy again. Take a look at this. On the defensive end, Wembanyama's towering frame and unique knowledge for the game are a nightmare for opposing ball handlers. He effortlessly clogs passing lanes and swats shots, his presence alone deterring attackers from even attempting shots. He's already mastered the art of deception, allowing players a glimpse of an open shot only to erupt with lightning-quick reflexes and block the ball with either hand, then as a result, sparking a fast break that highlights his athleticism, his passing skills, and his unique bag on offense. Facing the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets, Wembanyama displayed his unique talent for anticipating plays, consistently disrupting their offensive flow. His natural defensive awareness has shined through the spotlight, erasing any edge that the Nuggets tried to establish. However, this game also offered a glimpse into his learning curve, as Nikola Jokic got him with a pump fake that briefly flustered him. Nonetheless, Wembanyama's overall performance highlighted his immense potential and his ability to quickly adjust to the intricacies of NBA-level offense. Victor Wembanyama's debut season is surely elevating rookie expectations. Not only has he lived up to the hype, but he's surpassed it, becoming a transformative force for the San Antonio Spurs, especially on defense. His metrics and on-court performance paints a clear picture. That Wembanyama's presence is truly game-changing. With him on the court, the Spurs boast a stifling defense, allowing only 102.8 points per 100 possessions, which is good for the 7th best mark in the NBA. When he sits, the defensive wall breaks. The Spurs surrender a staggering 125.8 points per 100 possessions, which counts as one of the worst in the league, with a difference of 23 points. And this dramatic shift extends to defensive ratings as well. With Wembanyama patrolling the paint, the Spurs boast a stellar 110.9 defensive rating, which counts as the 2nd best in the league. Without him, that number goes all the way up to a concerning 129.4. He anchors the entire defense, deterring shots at the rim, contesting passes, and altering opponents' offensive strategies. His arrival has injected the Spurs with a defensive cheat code, propelling them into one of the league's elite. While Wembanyama's defense is already disruptive, his NBA journey will likely see him refine his ability to balance aggression with discipline, minimizing unnecessary fouls. This mastery will further elevate his defensive impact and solidify his status as a game-changing force. But don't get too excited now. While Victor Wembanyama's defensive masterclass is undeniable, especially for a rookie, translating individual brilliance into the Defensive Player of the Year trophy might be challenged by the San Antonio Spurs' overall defensive woes. With the whole team struggling across the board and their defensive rating dipping significantly when Wembanyama sits, questions could arise about the team's ability to function defensively without him, and potentially undermining his DPOY candidacy. Historically, Defensive Player of the Year awards often favor players on winning teams. For example, let's look at Tyson Chandler's 2012 win, where his contribution to the New York Knicks' defensive turnaround played a crucial role. Although the Knicks record-wise didn't improve much on paper, their defensive rating improved from 110.1 points in 2011 down to 101 points when Chandler arrived in New York. But in a shortened season, due to the lockout, Chandler still made a significant impact and his team was contending for a playoff spot. While Victor Wembanyama obviously elevates the Spurs' defense, the team still is one of the league's worst. And to make matters worse, no rookie has ever won the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award since its inception. The award, which is given to the league's best defensive player, has historically been won by players with more experience in the league. This is likely due to the fact that defense in the NBA requires not only physical attributes, but also a deep understanding of the game, which typically comes with time and experience. Since no rookie has won the award before, there is no precedent to suggest that voters are willing to consider rookies as serious candidates to win this one. And this is exactly why Victor Wembanyama's case is particularly interesting, since he's making a case for himself. But like I said, the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year trophy remains elusive for rookies. While Wemby's raw physical talent is undeniable, NBA defense demands more than just athleticism. It's a game of chess, requiring intricate knowledge of schemes, perfect anticipation of opponent movements, and seamless communication with teammates. These parts of the game often mature with more on-court experience, potentially explaining the rookie shutout in DPOY history. This example creates an intriguing backdrop and a roadblock for Victor Wembanyama's potential candidacy to win it all. But hey, like Kevin Garnett once said, anything is possible. But do you think Victor Wembanyama can rewrite history and be the first rookie to win Defensive Player of the Year on a bad team? Type down your opinions in the comments down below. Also, YouTube has this feature where it thinks that you'll like the video being recommended on this screen, so feel free to check it out.